Welcome back, Alpha Strikers, to Professor Erx's X-Teams, and I'll, of course, be your host, Professor Erx. This week's team is brought to you and inspired by one of our viewers, Matthew. He has requested I go over and make a pretty awesome team for the Superior Foes of Spider-Man Carnage here at 100 points. So I went ahead and accepted his request and bring you this awesome monster theme team. So, starting off, I want to show you off my Carnage here. So, I'm a huge fan of Spider-Man and a huge fan of Batman. So, I was always a big fan of Carnage and Venom. And my buddy showed me this image of a Joker possessed by the Carnage symbiote. And so, I asked Mikeneto to actually make this piece for me. I'll have a display here next to it so you can kind of see the inspiration. But there he is, guys. So, at 100 points, he ignores elevation. He's going to have, of course, the symbiotes, trait, shape change, plasticity, auto break, and when he ever attacks lower point pieces, doesn't get tokens and can heal when he kills them. One of your primary attackers, and who team's centered around? Just for you, Matthew. Next up, next to him, you see a flashy black cape back there. We have Etrigan the Demon at 135 points from the Flash set. This guy is going to be your utility piece, which I'll get to in a little while when we show him in action. And last but not least, we've got the big green rage monster there, Hulk. This is the Age of Ultron starter kit one at 150 points. This guy is a bargain monster with a lot of damage potential and output. Let's go ahead and get to your first turn, and we'll show you how the team performs. So, go ahead and get our starting area. If you can get map roll when you have +3 to your map roll, this could be very helpful to you because you do have that initiative buff. Also, having an indoor map with lots of walls is going to help you because this team is, as you can tell, very close combat oriented. So, not being shot at on the way in will be very helpful in not meeting your demise. So, on your first turn, you have a couple different options. Obviously, the Hulk has traded Super Strength and Battle Fury. So he's going to be able to take out those guys who have Shape Change, so anti-symbiotes, other pieces like, say, Mystique if he can tie her down, and other such pieces. Carnage is going to be your primary attacker with the Hulk. He's got that Blades, Claws, Fangs, 11 attack, 3 damage. Sometimes you just got to roll that dice, guys, and sometimes you may not always come up ahead, but sometimes you do. Have fun with that. And then you have Etrigan here. Now, I explained to him being the utility piece. I will show you what he does. So, he starts off on his green line. Has Earthbound Neutralize, 6 speed, 10 attack with blades, 9 attack with blades, 16 defense. Gives you energy deflection, toughness, and outwit. I love teams with outwit, perplex, and prob whenever I can get my hands on it. He has that on this click with also empower. So that empower will come in handy if he's ever next to your friend's Hulk or Carnage there. You can also go ahead on your first turn if you feel you need to. Give him a power action, and you can actually turn his dial all the way over to his Etrigan clicks. So he has a 9 speed charge, or 10 speed charge with 11 attack, blade, 17 with invincible, and a 3 damage with prob and exploit. He always has mystics, so if you get him to Etrigan clicks where he has invincible, you will punish your opponents by them hitting him. So we go ahead and we turn Jason into Etrigan. You can then go ahead and carry with the Hulk, 7 squares up, bringing up Carnage. You can hide behind walls, know they aren't always safe, but you want Hulk to be near objects so that when it comes time for him to break away from Carnage and do his own thing if need be, he has that option. Now, Carnage is going to be safe where he's at. He does have shape change, never forget that, guys, and if he is going to be based, he has that 19 because of the reflexes. So, that's kind of your first turn. Couple turns pass, they have moved up. You're not going to engage them, guys. You have no reason to get up in their face, because if you get too far out there and they have a bunch of range pieces, you are going to get shot and you may not come out on top. So we're going to go ahead and clear. You now have options you can do. You can, of course, have Hulk run, get his ultra heavy object, and go smash some face. Don't forget, guys, if he does get hit off this an awesome 18 impervious, the next 3 clicks he has are all stop clicks on that damage power. 1, 2, 3. And anytime he's being hit on those clicks, once he's on there, you give him a free action, roll a dice. On a result of 1 through 2, he can go to this Omega monster click. He's got 10 speed with a full speed charge, 13 attack, 19 with a imprinted impervious, and that can't be countered or ignored. And whenever he takes damage after you roll for impervious, if any, you may remove rage tokens, which he gets whenever he is targeted. So even when they initially target him, add that token. Whether they hit or miss, you got the rage token. So keep that in mind. And then, of course, Carnage here. This guy is going to be just your monster out there. If he sees anyone puny to pick off, let him have it. Because he can just go, you know, he can stop in the object here, but usually have Hulk pick it up. He can go around and just eat people, blades, claws, fangs, roll that massive 5 or 6, go to town on your team. Now, Etrigan, he has options, he has the problem. Make sure he is in place whenever you make a vital roll, guys. Missing is a thing, dice are a thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you need to, you have prob on a roll, or say there's a pesky opponent who is trying to use a big defense like combat reflexes and you just are scared of that 9-20 defense. You can go ahead and as a free action change Etrigan from demon form back to click 1, which will give you that outwit. And as long as they don't have stealth, he can go ahead, outwit their defense power, he can charge and eat them alive. Now this build is at 385 points. I have left a few points out because I couldn't quite fill them. You can use whatever you want. I would suggest some ID cards. You can fit in 3 on the team. You guys are really high points. You can pull in almost anything you need. If they're not going to move with their range attack, you can call in a Nick Fury. You can call in anything that's high points. They're all pretty decent points for whatever you need. If you feel like you want to give Carnage more defense, you can use the Hulkbuster torso that Mikeneto loves. 10 more points to give him invulnerable. So if he is getting shot at, he'll take less damage and can heal it back when he kills something. Things to think about, guys. So that's the basis of the team. I really hope this helped you out, Matthew. Thank you for the suggestions. I will be taking suggestions from other viewers. If you have a character that you just can't quite think of a team for and would like to help Professor Erks, I'd be happy to help. I only do 1 video a week for these, so I will, of course, look at my options from teams out there and pick one. If I don't get any, that's fine. I have plenty of ideas of my own. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe and tell me how I'm doing. And I'll see you guys in the next one. And remember, strike first and strike hard.